Do you have like streaks of wanting dudes and streaks of wanting girls, or is it like just
Yeah, it's like a werewolf. Every full moon, I'm like, I gotta suck.
Me too, man.
Like, guys are just so much easier to get. The girls that are like, I'll you off the bat are like, oh, stay away, you bridge troll. But then guys are just like, well, let's go. And you're like, well, all right, I can disassociate for 5 minutes. Let's do it.
It sounds like you're not bi, you're just horny.
Criminally horny.
We're good to go? We're good. All right.
Did we lose all that misogyny?
Yeah, we did a fair bit of woman hating at the beginning of the
God
episode.
damn.
I can bring it back.
Boys, women, mostly dudes, mostly gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Rough Week Podcast. We're running this intro back. This is Luke Tuma speaking to you right now, coming from the headquarters. If you're new to the podcast, please subscribe, like, rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Share it with your friends. We love you. If you're old, if you've been here for a while, we love you. Shout out to the weaklings.
Shouts out to the weaklings.
Shout outs to the weaklings. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for supporting us. Like I've said, this is like being in Bitcoin in 2013, dude. This is like getting in early on NFTs. This is like buying one of those little monkey pictures and selling it for $8 million. You're going to thank yourself for this investment.
Welcome to the yacht, to the weak yacht.
Yes. This is, you're starting with a little fishing boat, and we're building up to a yacht, dude. So thank you for joining us. I'm here, as always, with my co-host, the man with the ruby red locks, the invincible incel himself.
What's up,
the ladies
dude?
love him, the fellas love him more. Give it up for Chris Gene,
what's up, guys?
And we have a wonderful guest in the building today. Wow, he's hilarious. He's a fucking guy. That's what we like most about him. Yeah, he's one of the boys. Woo! You know him from the Bein Ian podcast. You've seen him on some of your other favorite podcasts. He's a hilarious man. Give it up for Ian Fidance.
What is up, fellas?
What's up, dude?
I love misogyny, but I got to include my co-host with the most in the title, Bein Ian with Jordan.
Bein Ian with Jordan.
Yes.
I didn't mean to.
Yes, she's a fantastic
That's a Freudian
woman,
slip.
and I hate to admit it, but she's a good lady.
Ian's hilarious. Or Jordan's. I said Ian's hilarious. I'm like,
it's interchangeable. We both look like men.
Jordan was supposed to come, but she came down with the itis. She's a little sick, so we wish her the best.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, that fucking, she's great. You guys are great.
Oh, thanks, man.
great.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun together.
It's like, I love that usually on like a podcast or a radio show, there's like a manic guy and a straight man, but you guys, it's double the mania.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Maybe we'll do a Patreon tier where when we reach a certain amount of subscribers, patreon.com/Bein Ian pod. When we get to a certain number of subscribers, we'll do a whole month off our meds. And that'll be fun. Yeah.
That's such a good Patreon goal.
Right? Yeah.
just become paranoid schizophrenic
Oh, yeah.
for the $10
It'd be
tier.
great. Oh, watch us not leave the basement and shower and brush our teeth for a month. Ooh. Who will slice our wrist first? Come and see.
That's so funny.
That's
a
fantastic.
mental breakdown Patreon goal.
Yeah, dude, once you get 10,000 Patreon.
Yeah.
Well, at I think like 1,500, we're gonna she's gonna bleach her butthole. At 2,000, I'm gonna shave my mustache, and at 3,500, we're gonna fuck, and then immediately afterwards, podcast in bed.
Are you literally gonna fuck?
And then at 10,000 patrons, we'll get married at a courthouse, and somewhere in between, we'll get off our meds. It'll be great. We're having fun.
I love how these are the medicated, sane goals for the Patreon.
Oh yeah, where do we get off our meds?
Yeah.
It'll be like, well, we'll eat our haircuts. We'll make a stuffed doll from our baby teeth.
So no part of you is I'm not gonna. When I saw you guys post that you guys were gonna fuck at a certain Patreon goal, and I was like, "There's no way they're actually banging." You're gonna bang.
Join the Patreon. See what happens.
Are you going to film it for the Patreon?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe that's like the next level. It's like,
I think you guys
release
should do the
footage.
same. Do you guys have a Patreon?
We don't have a Patreon yet, but if we had one, I think people would unsubscribe. we would lose fans.
We're pushing it so hard that they're like, we're unsubscribing. We don't even want to.
And then you just want to do it, and you're like, if you unsub from the Patreon, well, fine.
We use it threateningly. If we drop below 1,000 Patreon, we will have sex with
Oh, it'd be like Speed, but with gay sex.
The bus can't go below 88, or we'll start sucking off Luke.
I'm missing a finger, and I'm like, pop quiz, hot shot. How deep in your throat can you get Luke's penis?
Like, I just want fans.
I'd be the top, dude, for sure. I'd definitely be the top.
No way, dude.
You think you're topping me? There's no way.
You'd control from the bottom.
Ooh,
let's be
why don't
honest.
you guys wrestle to see who wins? Yes.
I love this.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
I'm just an ideas man.
Yeah.
You guys can have these, you know.
Someone told that to me once. They're like, if you were gay, you'd be a bottom. I was like, what does
What
that
an
even
insult.
mean?
That's an insult.
First
If
of all,
I
the
were
insult
gay.
of being gay and going to hell. Second of all, the insult of being a bottom.
Yeah, that's the gays of gays.
Are you anti-bottom? You're bi, right? Bi
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you anti-bottom? Is there some level of like a stigma attached to being a top or a bottom? Is it like do
Well,
gay
the
dudes kind of-
stigma is that like the bottom's the effeminate, and it's like easier to get AIDS from being a bottom.
Okay.
but also you can live with AIDS, no problem.
Yeah,
if you're on
dude.
prep, you can't even get it.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I think people, dude. PrEP is such a wonderful drug.
What is PrEP?
You don't know about PrEP?
No.
Dude,
Bro.
it basically low-key kind of cured HIV.
Yeah,
It didn't
Wow.
cure
Yeah.
it, but you can be
You can be positive, undetectable
Yeah.
on prep, and you still will not give HIV to anyone.
Yeah.
Dude.
And-
It lowers the level of the virus in your blood
Yeah,
so
and
much.
if you don't have HIV and you're on prep, it's like mostly impossible to get it.
Wow.
So yeah.
Dude, AIDS was the only reason I wasn't banging dudes. This is great.
Well, what's
Great
your
news,
excuse
man.
now, queer?
Get out and suck some cock,
Yeah,
you
you're
fairy.
certainly getting your haircut like you are, so fucking take the next step. I mean, come on.
Little Puerto Rican, little fucking...
Yeah, I know.
little spindles,
I mean,
dude.
you've got the decor of an early 90s gay man already. So why don't you just go through with
This
it?
is very Palm Springs gay. Here.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we're going for. We're going
we
for
are.
like Florida tropical gay.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
The nail on the head.
Smartest of the gays. Just
Yeah, for
made their money, living
Yeah.
the life.
Dude, a
you know.
tropical old gay in Miami. Oh my god.
Oh, God. Yeah.
They're like, I lived through AIDS, honey. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
I love
Dude,
how-
that's why like old gays and like trans people are the best because they're like, well, I used to get bricks thrown at my head, so if you call me like a I'm not really gonna get that upset.
No.
You know, you're like, oh, cool.
Dude, I've been through the fire and flames to suck cock. I'm not going to care if you call me a name.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like a phoenix from the ashes,
Yeah,
dude.
literally, sticks and stones may break my bones,
And they
but,
did.
But I will
Yeah,
never
yeah,
stop
yeah.
sucking cock.
But bricks will still make me be who I am.
I love the meanness of gay dudes. Like I worked with all these gay dudes at this restaurant I worked at. It was a fancy spot. I was the only straight guy they hired. The rest of them were gay. They were handsome and they were better waiters.
It was called
than me.
Moe's.
Yeah.
It was a Mexican restaurant.
They're vicious though, in
Oh, dude.
such a funny way. Like
It's
an
scary.
annoying fat chick would kind of walk in, and we'd be like, "Look," I'd be like, "Oh God, she's like." Oh God, this one, she's back, and they're like, "Yeah, that fat pig's back." In the building.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
a
like-
battle for the ages.
Yeah.
A fat lady and a gay man.
The gay guys are. I don't. The fat lady wants to be that vicious, but it's not in her to, and she's not
You don't
funny.
think
enough.
so?
No, the dudes are. The
No.
gay
Think they
dudes are
win every
funny
time?
and they're mean and they're unapologetic.
Dude, I asked for a cigarette outside this gay bar once, and the guy goes, "No," and he rejected me on my outfit and everything to just give me cancer. I was like, "What the fuck? This is brutal."
You don't deserve it.
yeah, it made
Oh my
me
gosh.
want one even more.
I've had multiple gay guys like call out my sexuality, be like, "You're not." Like it's like I was at a gay bar. With
Yeah,
my
it just
ex-girlfriend.
happened.
Yeah.
Multiple straight guys too have called you gay.
There's a guy, a handsome, I will say, a handsome gay guy hit on me at this gay bar. I was out with my ex-girlfriend and her friends, and I was like, "I'm sorry, man. I'm straight. Thank you, appreciate it, but that's my girlfriend over there." And he was like, "Come on." He was like, "Let's be real."
No one likes a challenge like a gay man ready to have a Me Too.
It's just
Like,
and-
I won't take no for an answer. It's like fun when it's coming from Ramon, but when it's coming from Harold, the man hanging out in a parking garage, that's a different story.
Dude, it's so and gay dudes they were always so convinced that handsome guys that would come to the restaurant were in the closet, and they were also pretty confident they could flip them.
Yeah.
And I admire that confidence because we would never look at like a butch lesbian and be like, "She'll come around."
Well, yeah, because they're gross. Oh, what? Sorry.
I don't know, dude. I mean, they used to be thinking like she hasn't had the right fucking cock yet. You know, like they.
Have you thought that though?
No, I've never thought that.
I
I'm a great
dated a
guy.
girl who was a lesbian and then was like, "Oh, I'm bi,"
Yeah.
and then we were like together. I was told I eat pussy better than lesbians. I
Let's
was
go.
but not so good because when we broke up, she went back to women. Have you ever dated someone and it went so colossally bad that they turned into a lesbian?
No, that's
Have you ever dated someone that it went so colossally bad they changed gender? Whoopsies!
Dude, have you transitioned someone with your dick? Have you
No,
banged it? That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
That's a goal.
That would be great.
Yeah, I know, right? You know what?
You bang a lady and it's so bad. She's like, I could do this better.
Yeah, I
She's
think
like,
I'm
why
a
don't I?"
man now.
Yeah.
Now you're a man.
Oh man.
Like, this changes nothing.
Oh yeah.
Still
Okay,
still
so I'm
baddie.
bi. I'm still into you.
Do you have like streaks of wanting dudes and streaks of wanting girls, or is it like just
Yeah, it's like a werewolf. Every full moon, I'm like, I gotta suck cock.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like,
Yourself goes with the
I
same
don't
thing.
even know if I'm bi. I'm just me, and I do what I want with who I want when I want. But guys are just so much easier to get.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
with
I
women,
can't
you got to go
imagine.
through the rigmarole of like dating and like getting to know them, and then the girls that are like, "I'll fuck you off the bat," are like, "Oh, stay away, you bridge troll." But then guys are just like, "Well, let's go," and you're like, "Well, all right, I can disassociate for 5 minutes. Let's do this." You know?
Dude, it sounds like you're not bi, you're just horny.
Yeah, criminally horny. This guy the other night was like, "Come over and just dumping me," and I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Look, man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of in a vulnerable place where I probably want to cuddle and kiss for a while." And he was like, "No."
I said I wanted you to dump on me.
Yeah. He's
fucking
like, "Come
queer."
and go, not come and cry." What are we doing?
You fucking pussy. Jesus.
Dude, it'd be so fun to like. It seems so fun how much dudes can objectify each other in the gay community. Like they were showing me the apps. Some of the pictures on the apps, they don't even show their face.
Oh, it's a
just-
torso or a butthole
it's
or a cock with a
butthole?
longitude and latitude of just like
Look at
location.
a guy's. You look at a guy's asshole, and you're like, "That's a good one."
I'll show you right now. The app is called Sniffies.
I've just never seen an asshole that looked that different from another asshole.
That's crazy. There's a variety.
Then you haven't
All
been
right,
looking,
never mind.
pal.
What
There's
is it?
starfish. There's crinkly wrinklies.
It's just like what? It's like your ass, and then like a ring, and it's a little darker. It's a little different color. you
What's
know?
it like growing up with a good childhood?
Is that like if your childhood's traumatic enough, you get into like asshole studying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Dude, there's different assholes.
I'm like a sommelier, but with buttholes.
You obviously there's
Different vaginas.
different vaginas.
But I feel like asshole is like kind of uniform relative to a
what?
vagina.
No.
Never
I feel
mind,
like,
guys.
In my experience, a woman in better shape usually has a better asshole.
Whoa.
I think it's like the whole body tightens up, head to toe.
What?
Interesting.
Taut.
A flat,
It's
a
taut.
loose girl has a loose asshole.
A girl with a loose stomach might have a loose asshole. That's
Why?
more likely than a. I don't think you're going to see a fitness
I
model
gotta
with a
do
loose
some digging.
butthole.
You know, I got to do some digging here. I feel ignorant. You know.
You just not looking
Yeah,
back
you
there?
should do the work. Remember when that was a thing? I
gotta
have
look-
conversations with people. You
the
have to
work.
do homework.
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
maybe you should read before we talk. It's
Yeah.
like maybe I should not talk to you.
Yeah,
dude.
That was a big 2020 thing. A lot of like white chicks were getting online. Like I've been doing as a white person, I've been doing the work.
Dude, in my like high school group chat, I would got in these arguments about stuff, and they were like, "Actually, it's a blah blah blah." I was like, "No, actually, 3 of you got married on plantations. What are we doing? Okay? Did you not forget when I was at your wedding? I was the only one that was like, it's kind of weird, right? While we're getting like gumbo from the woman from Happy Gilmore, from Billy Madison. Dude, I'm gonna shave my armpits.
A Haitian woman was bringing us corn on the cob. And
Yeah, you guys are
Just,
doing
like,
your
fanning
vows.
herself on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
porch.
Did you? Where are you from? You're from
Delaware.
Delaware. And your friends, they went woke a little bit when it was cool.
Yeah, dude.
Interesting.
I used to get called a for being a Democrat, and then like for
Well-
being like anti-war and everything in like 2004 and all this stuff, and then they all like learned that was bad in like 2016, and now they're like over the top. Like, well, I got beat up by a vagrant, and he's had a hard life, so I'm not going to call the police. You're a fucking loser.
My Buffalo friends had a little bit of an evolution, but it was more like It's not good to say the N-word. that was the big epiphany.
Oh,
like,
that's great.
Like we're finally at a point where if someone said, if someone dropped a hard R, they'd be like, "Whoa, dude, chill."
I
would be like, "Oh,
I
geez.
read White Fragility. Well, I didn't read. I audiobooked it, and I learned that the hard R's bad. Good work,
Soft
Anthony.
A's from here on out.
Yeah, it would more just like the justification be like, dude, you could get punched for saying that. Like someone could get like you could really piss someone off.
Yes.
It's more like the It would be a retaliation based lesson.
Dude, they're like, they don't like it.
Yeah, no, people don't like when you say that.
Dude,
Dude,
black guys get mad.
More lessons need to be retaliatory. More people need to get hit to understand that you shouldn't act or behave a certain way.
I feel that about when I'll meet like younger dudes who it feels like they don't. That's not how it goes where they're from. Where like I would never mouth off to some big guy at a bar. I'm like, get my ass kicked.
Yeah, do you know how many times I got my head punched in, and then I learned to not run my mouth?
It's so
Until
necessary.
I'm in the cab on the way home.
These guys are fucking assholes.
Dude, it's more kids need to get hit. Like
Yeah.
this
They
whole
do.
thing of like not hitting kids has caused a generation of fucking no consequence losers. You know?
How hit are we talking? Are we talking a
Well,
smack
dude,
in the
when
face?
when I was in like high school and college, I was on a Philadelphia hardcore punk rock music message board, and there were some dudes that would like have a screen name and mouth off, and then there were just these insane criminals that were into hardcore music that would find them and be like, oh, this kid's going to be at this show in Boston. Take a Chinatown bus up to Boston, throw them through a merch table. And then the kid was like, well, I'm never being mean again. And then he learned his lesson.
That's amazing.
And I learned that there's real world consequences to talking shit online. So I never fucking did it.
I love that it was before people figured out burner accounts. Everyone's like,
Oh, yeah.
my name's James McIntyre. I live in Nashua, New Hampshire. Like, it's like everything.
Well, dude, there was like a Delaware sports message board called like DE Preps, and my name was like Chester Copperpot on that, and I would like be like, "This soccer player's bad," and then try to cause infighting to like all these other like private school sports. Lonely.
Do you remember Yik Yak?
Yes,
Yik Yak was
that
insane.
caused so much trouble, right?
It was bad.
Yeah, like localized Reddit.
Yes, it was
basically.
localized
Yeah.
Reddit, and
Yeah.
you could. I remember when I was in school, like it was
a big
popping.
deal.
And you could be like the kid in the the Del Plain cafeteria, the kid in the far corner table stinks, and then a bunch of people would be like, "Dude, that guy smells like shit right now."
Yes.
and it's like a bunch of people at tables
That was
around this guy
crazy.
being like, but he doesn't know who he's talking
I was
about.
like passing notes, but on
yes,
your phone.
exactly.
One time I smoked a bunch of pot, and then I went to chemistry class in college, and I looked at Yik Yak, and they were like, row 3, section 4, you smell like pot.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they know.
So scary.
I was
oh my god
horrified.
yeah,
Yeah.
damn,
And
yeah.
then
It
another
was.
time, dude, I was on Yik. There was this massive. It was like midnight on campus, right? And at the student union, there was a huge collection of black people, of all the black students at UCF, like 200 of them, all just hanging out. There would.
I love how you jump from 20 to 200.
I was gonna say 20,000, but I'm like, there wasn't 20,000.
What?
Not at my school. There was like 200 of them. And then on Yik Yak it said, why are there so many black people at the student union? And there was like 4 comments that were like, mind your business.
Oh, that's great. Yik Yak has just turned into the Citizen app. That's basically what it is.
Mind your business.
Yeah. Like something will pop up on Citizens app and then a comment will be like, who snitched? What? The person that got stabbed.
It's so funny to think about the criminals being on the Citizen app.
Well, that's
Keep your
happening
mouth
with
shut.
teens. They're committing crimes and then seeing people talk about it and then they use that for clout.
Yeah.
And then they put that on
Is
Instagram.
the
Go on
Citizen
Instagram
app
Live.
It's anonymous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be
That's
funny if it was
badass.
like,
I have a
What
friend
flags?
I have a friend who's a prosecutor, and they were like, "Dude, it's the internet has just increased crime so much with teenagers because it's like a clout thing.
Yeah.
where they'll just like
Yeah.
go on the
Instagram
Instagram Live and
Live.
be like, "I'm at the spot. If you have balls, come and see me." And then oh, okay. And
Yeah,
then,
dude.
but that goes back to my thing about like there should be consequences or whatever, and I guess there are because people are getting shot and they're still doing the same thing. So maybe I'm talking out my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see like usually on Twitter, I'll see a video of a guy being like, ran up on the ops, two guys have a beef, and it's like a guy chasing another guy through the neighborhood, like shooting at him. And I'm like, you posted attempted murder. You were like, check this out.
I know.
His pussy.
Yeah, dude. There's been some dark ones too, like the Facebook Live, like someone getting, you see it on Facebook Live, someone getting murdered and shit.
Yeah.
Well, did you see that guy
wild.
that's doing like pranks, but he's literally breaking and entering in people's homes, and then when they're getting angry, he's like, "It's a prank, bro. It's a prank. I'm pranking you, bro." Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane.
I'm breaking it out.
Hey, look, it's a prank, bro.
Oh, you're on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, we can't josh around anymore.
Just fucking the guy's wife. He's like, "It's a prank, bro. No big deal."
I'll just put on my ski mask, fucking up.
Yeah.
See what we want.
Dude, he like stole some woman's dog. He stole someone's dog. It was like, it's just a prank. It's no big deal. It's a prank.
I threw him off a bridge. It's a joke.
Yeah,
I'm fucking around, mate.
You don't get. Nobody gets jokes these days.
You can't even break into a house with an hammer anymore.
I don't know what accent I just did. Did you see me pause?
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Like, where am I going?
You were doing pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
I thought it was nice, dude. That was a nice British accent.
Thanks, bro.
It was good, mate.
Thanks, bro.
Mate.
I'm turning Australian now.
Yeah, Australians
You
get a
think
little
that'd be
bit-
more of an Australian thing? They seem wild.
Australians don't want to do anything besides get wasted.
That's what. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm fucking drunk.
Yeah.
Nah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
No.
Nar.
All right.
All right, I'm fucking hammered.
All right, I'm fucking hammered. All right, I'm hammered.
I'm wasted.
I'm wasted.
Yeah, I don't know. I
hammered.
guess they're not. I mean, they're just they're criminals. These guys.
The Australians?
Yeah.
The British?
Literally.
Well, no, for
moved
the
from
penal
Britain to
colony.
Australia.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess
Australia is our Staten Island.
It's always a great story. Like, how'd you end up? Well, my great grandpa was a rapist.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of England. He was a lot.
Yeah.
I ended up down here.
My great grandpa had a whole bushel of slaves.
A bushel.
Yeah, he came down. He took the Aborigines.
Yeah.
He locked them up, and he was him as well.
So I guess you could say what I did runs in the family.
So I guess that's why I ended up here in prison. They have a jovial,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
I did the when I was in the UK in London. There's like a sarcasm to everybody that was like driving me nuts a little bit. Like my train card wasn't working, and I asked like their version of an MTA worker. I was like, "Hey man, it's not letting me into the subway." He's like, "What you suppose I'll do about that?" I'm like,
Oh my God.
"What do you?" He's like, "What's that have to do with me?" I'm like, "You,
You
work
work
here.
here.
What do you want?" It was like he was ready to help, but he wanted to make me feel like a moron first.
Yeah.
Was everybody's dialogue written by Ricky Gervais? Fucking be a human.
Yeah, I know. It drove me nuts.
Yeah, I think like London, Paris. There's like, so if you go to any, like, I think that's how people feel about New Yorkers a lot of the time too.
I think New Yorkers are nicer than they get credit for.
Well,
do
New
too.
Yorkers are nicer because no one is from New York here anymore.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's true.
you know?
That's very true.
Like, talk to a real New Yorker and they're miserable as shit. But
Yeah.
then, like, everyone's a transplant and they're just nice.
yeah, dude.
Boston, it lived up to the hype. Those motherfuckers, they're miserable. Those guys are
Mean motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're angry, and it's cold Irish Catholic
Yep.
rage that's just sitting beneath 7
I feel like
Guinnesses
if
you
I
drank.
went there, something would like awaken inside me, and I'd be like, I've been missing this my whole life. You know?
Oh, it would drove me nuts.
Really? They're just awful.
Yeah,
That's
the guys.
white. That's white birthright. Yeah, if you're white, you have to go to Boston for a
dude.
year.
If I just like the Irish genes
Unlock
in
your
me
rage.
would just like unlock, and I'd
Yeah.
be like, "Fuck you, fucking guy!" Like
Yeah.
there's something deeply mean and northeastern about me that is.
Where are you from?
I'm from Florida,
Whoa,
Yeah,
what
dude.
part?
Tampa. Yeah,
You're from
I'm
Buffalo.
from Buffalo, baby.
yeah.
And then you went to Boston.
Yeah, I went to Boston. I
Yeah.
started comedy in Boston. It's good. There's a lot of people from like people in Boston that aren't from there though. It's very like a lot of Asians.
Harvard.
Yeah, a lot of Asians, a lot of young white chicks. But when you meet the real Boston guys, they're even more pissed off. They're like the only white people being gentrified. Our
yeah.
like classic South Boston guys.
Yeah.
I was like, how did you? My buddy was like, yeah, they're moving us all out of the neighborhood. These like yuppies are coming in, taking all the fucking houses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you guys not own any property? you're like a 4th generation white person. You don't own like a condo.
yeah, but I've been renting here for 47 years.
My grandfather rented. My great grandfather rented.
Come from
And
a
he
long
was
line of-
also a rapist.
Dude, they've raised the rents like $6,000 since 1800.
Dude, it
horrible.
fucking sucks, bro.
Dude,
Like in
it's-
1789, this place was not like this. dude.
We were making fun of him in the group chat. I'm like, I can't believe you guys are white people getting gentrified. It's just fancier white people pushing the white locals out of their neighborhood.
The poor whites getting fucked by the rich whites.
It's almost
Yeah.
like it's not about race; it's about class.
It's about class. Really changing the conversation. Think about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, race is
We just go
a
full
distraction.
NPR.
Yeah.
It's actually
more of a class issue.
racism isn't real.
No,
It's just far right NPR. I just white privilege is not a real thing, and
a study came out recently that black people have different shaped skulls.
well, 13% of them commit 50.
This is the riff that I will not be involved in.
You don't like alt-right NPR?
You don't like alt-right
This
NPR?
one out.
I was waiting for you to jump in on
I was
that
like,
one.
come on,
You're
dude,
like,
do all right NPR with us.
No,
Ian's being a.
I'll do the commercial. Do you like gold?
You know, you want a coin with Trump's face on it,
Yeah.
dude? Yeah, I do kind of love all right NPR.
Alt-right NPR is a great thing. It's okay, Ian. You can set it out whenever you want.
Yeah, sorry, man. I didn't mean to exclude you from
A
anything.
recent study says that trans women aren't women. Leah Thomas, you're
Really, you're a lady? Explain that to your cock.
dude. The funniest thing is like all these like liberal people and everything are like, you know, always going after comedy and like what we say and everything, and things need to be inclusive and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But it's like, dude, I would love them to go to a hood room because I came up in hood rooms. And it is like the most ignorant, hilarious shit you've ever heard. Like,
It's the
I would love
greatest.
for some like NPR fucking comedy punches up loser to go to like
Yeah.
a hood room and
Yeah.
see a
Yeah.
guy be like, y'all see these they Adam's apples stick out further than they did. And like they just walk into a fish fry comedy show and they're like, look how inclusive. And then they realize that like they're
olive color.
Wearing their fucking sweaters.
oh, it's the
They'd
best.
probably be so uncomfortable. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like they would ruin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, try to follow a guy who's got a-
These people aren't living up to the cartoonish idea I have of them in my head of being a utopian world.
Dude, I was saying that when all these like Brooklyn white chick comics were talking about like free Palestine, blah blah blah, and they were like, "This is a disgusting display of no humanity, blah 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 blah." And I was like, I'd love to see them do their act in the Middle East.
Oh, yeah.
It would be so funny.
Well, they wouldn't be able to because they're
Like-
not allowed to talk.
yeah. Try to say this while you're dodging rocks.
yeah.
Just get on stage, no burqa.
Yeah.
Guys,
the funniest
little
is
something called
the
consent.
funniest is people waving Ukraine flags at the Pride Parade. Those two things do not match.
All
You
those
think
Nazis?
a Ukrainian refugee is going to come over here and be like, yes, they're going to fucking want to murder you.
Like, I do not like these gay.
yeah.
Yes.
We
This
throw them a
shit.
bridge here, right?
It's
He
a
look
parade,
like
yeah.
man. He say he woman.
It's nice for them to collect one place. We know where they are.
As big as an ox, this lady.
Biggest
They had a lock, dude. There was a legit, like a meme. There was a Lockheed Martin flag at the Pride Parade in DC.
Unreal,
Really?
dude.
A Lockheed Martin flag.
I mean,
Finally.
we're living in the upside down. The CIA made a thing that was
That's
like
the
Pride,
greatest.
and then it was like CIA. And
Yeah,
PRIDE.
it's so
It was like, this is fake, right? This is insane.
It's
This is crazy. What are we doing?
It's unreal.
It's the
Yeah.
funniest thing in the world.
It's so transparent. You kind of have to respect it. Like you kind of have to respect
there it
being
is.
like a defense.
Yeah.
But
This
who
is
is
so
this for?
funny.
Who
It's
in
so
the right
fucking-
mind is like, yes,
This is real.
my CIA is inclusive.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Aren't we all supposed to be against them?
If you're,
What the
like,
fuck is this?
installing a shadow government.
Yeah.
I want there to be people of color and
Yeah.
trans people doing so.
Yeah, over here we drone strike weddings of all orientations.
Gay weddings.
Wild.
We drone strike exclusively gay weddings.
We have a nice lesbian wedding we've picked out in Yemen, and we're gonna blow it to smithereens.
We blew up a hospital that was providing gender reaffirming care.
Crazy. I want to wear that shirt though. That's great.
That is a fire shirt. That's
That's
honestly
that's
pretty
incredible,
awesome.
dude.
I want that shirt. The CIA, it's got the rainbow through the CIA pride. That's awesome.
We should do merch like that.
Was that a
should. That'd
legit?
be
Was
great.
there a legit Lockheed Martin float at Pride?
Yeah, search it up. There's a Lockheed
way.
Martin.
It's a fucking
yeah.
dude.
Lockheed
That's like the
Martin
meme
Pride
of like the
DC.
rainbow painted missile. Have you seen that? It's like I think.
There you go. The fourth one, the fifth one.
Oh my
right there.
god, dude!
Here we go. That's real. That's from like 2 days ago. How great is that?
Dude, gay people are so dumb. They'll just get behind anything as long as it's a rainbow. Yeah, it's pride.
I love
it's
the
like,
colors.
No, let's think. Let's think.
Unreal.
Let's take a second and
Look
think.
at that. Look at that probably trans lady just like nodding at the camera like
Oh my goodness!
yes. War criminals. Yes.
Dude, that reminds. Yeah,
I don't even think my brain can function at a level to mock this right now. I'm just so taken aback.
it's crazy.
It's
dude.
crazy
the
that it's real.
Lockheed Martin Pride Parade.
It's a
I mean,
South Park bit.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
really
It's
is.
a real life
Yeah.
South Park bit.
Jesus Christ. I mean, like, that's the weird thing, though.
Giant float.
Fucking great. Good for
How
them.
great is right?
I know.
That's
That's the weird thing about, like, corporate pride shit, though, is, like, if they don't participate in it, is that better? Is it being, you know what
Yes.
No, it's a thing now. Whereas if
100%.
they
You
don't
think that's better?
participate in it, they get
I mean? Lambasted. They get fucking, yeah.
Yeah, and they can lose like funding.
They
Who's
get, like,
lambasting the defense contractors and the CIA?
It's all in.
I have no clue.
It's look up DEI.
You think people are really
investments.
on Twitter like, Raytheon? Silence is violence.
Also, what you do is literal violence, but also silence is also
it's caked
violence.
into money given to corporations. Like you
Wow.
have to have an X amount of
I think they're
XYZ, or else you can get fined.
So you have
Like
to have
for-
trans war criminals now.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
No, legit. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
dude, it's like that.
And we're living in the best timeline ever.
It's unreal. It keeps getting wilder.
Yeah, look. Focus on aligning those investors that are passionate about gender equality and women's rights with investment options that have
Gender lens,
but also aim to produce
strong returns.
returns.
Like, we got to put in strong return. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it just makes sense from a consumer standpoint. Like, who's spending the most money? It's like, you know, millennial-aged people, millennial-aged women. What do they care
it's-
about?
But this is
like
for
we're-
big donors. There's like someone who's.
But
you know,
it's
from
like,
the-
yeah, I know. But I feel like it's like about
are there
like
psychopathic billionaires?
Are there what?
Are there psychopathic billionaires in Palm Beach who are like,
Bro,
not enough trans
every billionaire is
representation?
psychopathic.
Yeah,
But
and
in that way, they
they're
care
so
about.
far
I can't
removed
imagine they
from
get-
society
I think-
and the normal mind that they're like, yes, we must.
Yeah.
We see people like this, we must take advantage.
Yeah, but I
and
think-
they're
Yeah.
so psychopathic, they don't see that people are smarter than that.
They're
They just
worried
think we're
that
all
like
dumb.
a gay shareholder won't put as much money into Lockheed next year if they don't see a Pride Parade flag. It's like
Wow.
something like that. I think it's just bottom line shit where it's
It's like Peter Thiel shit. Like Peter Thiel would fall into that.
what's Peter Thiel?
Peter, gay billionaire investor.
Yeah.
Right wing.
Okay,
Right-wing,
yeah,
but
yeah,
gay.
right-wing gay
He
billionaire.
probably wants to see some Lockheed Martin representation.
That's what I mean. They're
Yeah.
doing it for that guy. Like, you're doing it for, and it's also if they're selling
Yeah.
anything to the public, like Target stuff is like they have to appear like on the whatever right side of history type thing. But I almost like people critique like corporate pride shit, right? But so say they have a stance of apathy towards it, is that really better? Even if they are just trying to sell shit.
I think so, yeah.
They are trying to sell shit, but at the same time, like, is it not accomplishing the goal of like the symbol of like gay pride?
Now
Yeah,
the
but
Pride Parade
anything-
looks ridiculous.
But if anything, it gets people talking and then puts more eyes on your product.
Right.
So it's like, it's no press is bad press. They're just doing it so that they get attention and
Yeah.
eyes, and people are talking about it, which is so shallow and
Right,
fucking-
that's definitely bad.
it's good for the
dystopian.
companies. It's not good for the Pride movement to have Lockheed Martin behind you. There's
Right.
no way.
Well, nothing is good for the pride. But I mean, we fucking won pride. We won feminism. It's all over. What else is there to fight for? It's like, what the fuck?
I said that the other day. I was
It's like fighting for the sake of fighting.
Yes, they're like we need equal representation. I'm
When
like,
every corporation is representing you and flying your flag and like fighting for you, you've won.
the NFL end zones are painted rainbow.
Yeah,
There's
you're
end
doing
racism
great.
in the NFL end zones.
Right, which is
you
like-
can't score a touchdown without stepping on the N in end racism. Like,
Why'd you pick
that's-
the end?
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ.
Dude, I wonder, like,
They're catching balls on the N. They're catching them on the R.
the eye, the
We just try to draw Ian into problematic.
Oh, it stopped raining. I can ride my bike home. Got to beat the rain.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, end racism is a hilarious.
That's pretty vague.
I mean, taking a big swing there, NFL.
Yeah, end racism.
I mean, it's almost like an ironic thing. It's like, stop poverty.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
It's all just Coney 2012.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me.
Yes.
Of, you know.
Yeah, I mean, could there be a less goal-oriented statement than end
Yeah,
racism?
I mean, but what are you going to put in the end zone?
Yeah, but it's like
End gerrymandering.
Yeah, gerrymandering. I like that, but end gerrymandering would be great.
end food deserts. I mean, at least it's more specific. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. But you can't end racism. What's going to happen to your group chat?
That'd
Like,
funny,
okay,
like,
so you want me to end friendship?
racism ended and all my group chats just disappeared from my phone.
Yeah, if racism ended, it really would mess. I would probably have no one to talk to. That would
None
really
of this
bum
is
me
ever
out.
going to end.
You're just in a padded
It's just like,
I haven't heard a Chinese joke in 3 years.
Something left me.
if you want to
Someone,
end,
please
if you
pull
want
back
to
your
end
eyes so they're
racism, if you want to end racism, start using proper subtitles when I'm watching 90 Day Fiance.
What do? They like,
Dude, for all the
make
foreign
them-
people, they make the subtitles their botched English, so it just mocks them while they're talking, and then they expect me to not be around my kitchen like das ist the bathroom.
I mean, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
But you can't correct them.
Well, I mean,
If-
isn't the point of subtitles to be able to read things better because you can't hear them properly?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you should put it like you should honor what they're saying. So if it's
Well,
the
they do put
Israeli
the
guy being like,
subtitles in broken English.
I know
which
it
is
should, I think it
hilarious.
should be in
That's
broken
all-
But it's like
Really?
mocking them
Yes.
even more.
Yeah, it's so funny.
But it's like that thing where you can't do like, if a lady's like, I ain't gonna help you or something like that, you can't put I'm not going to help you. Like you'd look like such a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's way worse than putting I ain't gonna help you. That's way better.
Well, this is what she meant to say.
Yeah. Hey, stupid. This is what your words actually mean.
Let me step in here.
It's like, no,
Chandra,
she's saying-
Chandra, let me step in here. She's saying she wants to go to the park.
No, you should put I'm fixin' to go to the park.
I'm fixing to go to the
I'm fixin' to go to the park. That's what you should put.
Folks, she's not she's not necessarily fixing anything.
She's not, fixing to, It's like you can't. That's so much worse.
Was that 90 Day Fiance?
Producer Ian just keeps bringing up the same picture.
I think he likes
What
her.
this?
From different
Sexy.
websites.
Things are about to get a little more stupider.
That sounds like a tagline of TLC.
It should be. I mean, TLC. Is a
TLC.
real
Things
We've
about to
talked
get
about
a little
TLC.
more
It's a
stupider.
cesspool.
It's unreal.
It's the worst.
Who's the evil genius behind that?
Yeah, the irony of calling it the Learning Channel.
Is that really what it stands
Yeah,
for?
the Learning Channel.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, TLC used to be like,
I have jokes about this.
Oh, really?
About, how
Oh, yeah.
it used to be like surgery on a Tuesday.
it used to
And
be
then now
interesting.
every show is like, my big, fat, fucking retarded life. I guess it
Dude.
really is a learning channel because
Yeah.
you're learning how not to live.
Dude, there was a meeting where they were like, look, the surgery stuff, it is interesting and it's informative, but the midgets are just trouncing the
Well,
midgets.
there's
The
like
midgets are
19
crushing.
different versions of 90 Day Fiance. Look up how many versions of 90 Day Fiance there
Is
are.
it like
It's
90
crazy.
Day Fiance Cancun? 90 Day
Well, it's like
Fiance-
90 Day Fiance the other way. The
gays or something?
How many are there?
Yeah, let's see.
How many different
spin-offs?
kinds of spin-offs are there?
Wait, hold on. It has 18 spin-offs.
Yo!
90 Day Fiance
Yep.
Happily Ever After, 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days.
It's crazy.
90 Day Fiance the other way.
And it's like, if you were that big of a piece of shit on the show, they're like, oh, maybe you'll get a spinoff.
So the spin-offs of the bigger psychos get their own show.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
that guy with no neck probably had his own thing going.
Is he still kicking, the necklace guy?
Yeah, how's the
Yeah.
neck guy doing?
Yeah, he was beloved.
Everybody loved him.
Yeah.
No, he seemed like a piece of shit, but I don't remember. Wasn't he mean to the lady? I feel like he was mean to the lady.
Dude, that's unreal. Look at him.
I mean, that's crazy.
Dude, and he
It
put
is so
mayonnaise in
funny.
his hair.
He puts mayonnaise in his hair.
Yeah.
Is that like his leave-in conditioner?
That's how he gets his hair so illustrious.
I mean, it looks horrible.
What kind of
31
sandwich did you
years
fall
younger
asleep
than me?
on that fell into your head? That was like, oh, this is mayonnaise. It makes my head feel fine.
He slipped on a hoagie and then was like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah.
my hair looks great.
Also, I love how he's like, I'm insecure about my physical appearance. It's like, yeah, well, fucking work on your neck first, dickhead.
It's also so funny to be like, she's
You
so much
walking
younger.
thumb.
She's like, he's like, she's 31 years younger than me. I want to look younger. I'm going to turn myself into a tuna wrap.
Yeah.
I'm going to dress myself up like an egg salad sandwich.
He shows up. He's got tomatoes in his hair.
Makes me look vibrant and youthful.
Oh my goodness.
This is crazy. Is he your favorite guy on the show?
Big
I've
Ed.
never
No.
seen.
My favorite is who was this Spanish girl that Larissa and Colt. There's one, I filmed it on my phone from an episode. She was like, Colt, ex-girlfriend messaging me, calling me things like cheesy booty.
cheesy booty.
So are these guys rich or no?
No,
they're just
fucking
American.
losers, and they lie, and they're like, I have 2 homes, but they're like, what they're not telling them is like they live with their mom and at a shelter.
Those are the 2 homes.
It's the best and worst.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Dude, look at him in that suit. That's so
That's
funny.
crazy,
Imagine
bro.
getting fitted for that.
Oh my
Look at that.
god, dude.
Look at that. He's just a thumb.
Dude, he looks like
face.
the damn
24 inches high, 24 inches wide, 24-inch neck.
He's the headless horseman, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Imagine what his cock looks like.
Like, pull that up, Ian.
Yeah.
I like to think it's long and skinny.
That'd be the weirdest cock he could possibly have.
That's
I
what
like
I want.
to think it looks like that, and his balls are like his shoulders. And it's just in.
Holy
He's really
shit,
wide.
He's got
balls.
mayonnaise in his pubes.
I want to look younger. I've put mayonnaise in my pubes.
Dude, in one scene, they share a bed, and she won't go near him, and he goes to kiss her goodnight. He goes, "Good night, my queen."
How many of the fiancés put out? Like, are the ladies banging these guys or no?
No, they're all fucking dumb. Oh my god, this one poor guy kept going to Russia, spending all his money, and like you have to, in order to message these people on these find a wife apps, it costs like $25 per message. It's just emailing over and over. I have a friend. She works for a couple girls on OnlyFans, and she's in charge of the messages.
Wow.
And she sends me these screenshots of these guys that think they're messaging the porn star, but in reality it's my friend Agatha. And she's just like, oh, baby, message me again. Send me a tip, and I'll give you a sultry message back. And the guy's like, here's a tip. And she's like, thanks, cutie. And that's it. I want more.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, this is what Andrew Tate was doing before he was
Oh,
like
yeah, he's
famous.
pimping 'em out.
So
Let
me see if I can find
he
something.
owned like a network of OnlyFans chicks, and
Yeah.
he had a team of dudes that would work 8-hour shifts so that 24/7 they could be messaging the women as the girl,
Yeah.
messaging the guys as the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had like there would be a dude named like James, and he's up at like 4 a.m.
Right.
messaging like, "Show me your cock."
Yeah.
It's he talks about it like it's his manly
Show
thing.
me
And
your cock.
The funniest part about it is he's like, "Yeah, we took over. It was amazing." He's like talking about it like,
Like
it
I
was
was running an empire. It was guys pretending to be girls talking
Yeah.
dirty. Yeah, that's the
Asking
worst
for
Andrew
pictures
Tate
of their
impression I've ever
balls.
heard, but-
So she goes, the guy's name is Hoagie. So she
Hoagie's
goes,
gonna tune in.
baby, resub so we can chat. He goes, I'm going to resub, then I'm going to slide my big cock down that throat. And she just puts unhappy face. And then he goes, and you're going to beg me for more. And she goes, honey, I get priority for chatting to fans who support me and subscribe to me. And then the next message is, sad day. I'm going to kill myself. I'm just going to tell one stranger so that I don't die unknown. And she just left him on red.
Holy shit, dude.
Sad day.
Dude, your friend tells the OnlyFans chick, she's like, look, I didn't sign up for this. She's like, this is exactly what you signed up
Dude,
for.
she sends me the craziest
funny.
shit from these guys.
That is
And she's
so
literally
funny.
watching like fucking Bravo and just typing like, yeah, baby, fat tits in your mouth. Give more money. And the guy's like, okay, I'm talking to who I think I am.
Oh, God.
None of
What
this
do you-
is real. Every time a chick on OnlyFans is like, hey, baby, how are you? And then you think that it's them. It's not. And
Yeah.
I've learned that hard.
It's also so funny that the chat thread on OnlyFans doubles as a suicide hotline. It's incredible.
Like, is that girl really going to be like, okay, fine, here's my tits for free?
Yeah.
It's like
like,
one
yes,
less guy
it
can
worked.
entertain. Yeah.
Again with the kill yourself stuff, Hoagie.
It's so funny. The guy's name is Hoagie.
Like shit or
He's
get off the
threatening to
pot.
kill himself. It's fucking incredible.
Dude, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Dude, I hold on. Let me see if I can find more. Dude, you got to follow her. Her fucking, it's on all her stories all the time.
He's on a dating app. They're like, how would you describe yourself? He's like, I would say suicidally horny.
Basically, if I don't see your tits, I will kill
Dude,
myself.
okay, ready?
It's kind of my vibe.
The noose is tied. Show
This
me your
guy
pussy.
this guy is role playing with her. Ready? She says, if you want to bump yourself to the top of my inbox, just attach a small tip to your message. Either way, I hope you're having a great day. And the guy's role playing and he goes, I know you probably can't hear this, seeing as you've got me locked in your fucking basement, but for fuck's sake, let me out. John is dead. That's right, you heard me, dead. You haven't fed us in weeks. I just want to go home, please. I never thought I'd break enough to say it, but I'm begging you. Also, I want my fucking hamster back.
What the hell?
I just sent you a $5 tip.
So that's his role play fantasy.
Yeah.
Is
He
if
wants to
she's
be
got him
locked in a
prisoner and his
dungeon?
friend died.
My brother has a fleshlight of yours, and when he goes to work, I use it. He also has Kimmy Granger, but yours feels better, and it's like the right size for me when I use it.
What the hell? Good lord, dude.
Fuck, babe. I want to know, how does your butthole smells? Oh, sorry, that was me.
I'd like to know how's your butthole.
Oh, Queen Angela, what did emotion talk with you, honey? You can take always my attention.
God,
Do
this
you
is
think I
incredible.
can make you fall in love with me?
Yes.
You gotta say
to
yes
that.
to that for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can.
This guy goes, my family calls me Tommy. I know being a sex worker can be a tough job. If you ever need to talk, I'm here to listen.
It's Tommy Pope.
Dude.
These girls are
But I
lonely.
know it's being a sex worker. It's the
These
fucking
girls,
hardest.
these girls are lonely. They're talking to fucking grimy dudes all day. You know, they talk to someone's not a fucking loser.
I'm trying to be a nice guy
I'm
on
trying to
there.
be cool. Yeah, it's like
Are you
fucking
Bill
get out
Burr or
of the house.
Tommy Pope? Dude, this guy just kept saying yummy, yummy over and over. Hey, beautiful, I want to taste more of your yummy, yummy asshole. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I want to eat your yummy yum.
It's like a Chinese child.
This is such.
Dude, it's incredible. Follow her on Instagram, Coral Way Princess.
I will.
It's fucking amazing.
What's her Instagram?
Coral Way Princess.
Is this the OnlyFans chick or is
No,
this
this
the...
is my friend Agatha.
Oh, okay.
But
She posts
a
those?
lot of these are like on friends only posts, but it's the funniest shit in the world.
That's awesome, dude.
This is still her job.
Yeah, she makes so much money.
I
Oh
need
my
this
God.
job.
Yeah.
How do you get? Is there a hiring process for
Dude,
that?
it's all Florida.
You just have
It's
friends?
from
Oh,
fucking
really?
Your world, yeah.
Nice.
She lives in-
Tampa's got a lot.
Tampa
of whores.
has so many strippers. It's the capital.
Dude, I was in Dallas, and there were so many streetwalkers down there. Just girls walking the street.
Hooking?
Like
Prostitutes
Old
hooking?
school hookers. It
nice.
was crazy.
Yeah, there's a few of those in Orlando.
No, it was my mistake. You can find one online, but
Yeah.
what?
You're going analog. You got to go analog for the pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Join,
a lot.
join my
There's,
Patreon. I've made a few mistakes.
there's street walking hookers in Buffalo. I don't think there's many OnlyFans. There's
Sounds
not
like a
enough
Tom
good-looking-
Waits song.
Street rocking hookers in Buffalo.
It gets cold at night, gotta bring them home for warmth. Those call girls in Buffalo.
That's fucking awesome.
Mr. Pocket.
It was down. I was eating buffalo wings down on the street down in there. I couldn't get her to call back.
Do me a favor, walk through that glass and into my apartment.
What's the quarterback's name?
Josh Allen.
I told her I was Josh Allen. told her I was Josh Allen.
I'll do anything to get my hamster back.
That would be the name. Name of a Tom Waits song.
I lost my hamster to a hooker.
I told her I don't have the $5 to subscribe, and I gotta kill myself now.
Don't know how that Costa Rican girl ended up in Buffalo.
You're not gonna give me freebies. Don't worry, I'll just hang myself.
What's he building in there?
Oh, dude, that's so funny.
My hamster down in Buffalo.
Yeah, I've been riding this wheel too long.
Dude, I love Tom Waits.
He's great.
Yeah,
Tom
he's
Waits
killer.
is the
I love
fucking
him. He's the
man.
best, dude. He's a great actor too.
He is.
Really?
7 Psychopaths. He was a killer.
Yes. He was in
new
the Ballad
Coen.
of Buster Scruggs.
I love that movie,
Yeah.
and he was one of the best.
Mr. Pocket.
Dude,
Finding
yeah,
the
that
gold.
gold rush stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I fucking love his
Yeah.
short film. Was
He's great.
it's that or the first one, Buster Scruggs, that are my favorite. In that one,
Tell you, buddy.
is what he's singing.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Woo. Hey.
Yeah,
That's a
Tom
good
Waits
airplane
rules.
movie. Watch it on a flight.
It's a
Ballad
good
of
one.
Buster Scruggs.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it now.
Well, it's like
Is it
5 or
Coen
6
Brothers?
short films. Yeah, all put together.
I gotta
They're all
watch it.
kind of westerns. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
That's
I
awesome.
love Coen Brothers. I'm a huge Coen Brothers fan.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they're
It's
the
your favorite
best.
Coen Brother movie.
Maybe Oh Brother We're Out
Raising in
Thou.
Arizona. Oh.
I haven't seen Raising Arizona.
What?
That's the only one I haven't seen.
I'm a Barton Fink man myself.
Are you really?
Love me some
What
Barton
about
Fink.
what's Miller's Crossing?
Miller's Crossing?
I never saw
sick.
Never saw Miller's
It's
Crossing
awesome.
either. You guys are just bringing ones I haven't seen.
Yeah,
Barton
you're the
Fink-
one who's like, I'm a huge Coen Brothers fan.
Fuck you, dude.
Every movie I've seen from the Coen Brothers, I like. I love.
Yeah,
I mean,
how many-
No Country is the best. No Country's the best.
Oh my God,
No
incredible.
Country's,
No Country's
the best.
amazing.
Incredible.
Rest in peace, McCormack.
Yeah, you
Oh,
jealous.
yeah.
Shout out to the dog.
yeah,
Rest
yeah,
in peace.
yeah.
I texted you. I thought you were going to be sad because you jerked that guy off all the time. And then you were just like,
I
yeah, I mean, he
literally-
was 90. I was like, oh, just
Well,
no
I've
emotion.
only read half of Blood Meridian. I'm not like a fucking scholar for McCormack.
You talk about him like every other time we're together.
I don't.
You love that.
Well, it's just
guy.
because I've been trying to read Blood Meridian for 3 months.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good time.
Really fucking. It is
wow.
good, dude.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
it?
you're really speeding through it.
Yeah.
I know it's just a harder book for me.
That's how you know when
I'm
a
little
book's good
fucking
is when
slow.
someone says, I've been trying to read it for 3 months. That's
Well,
that's a good
that
sign
doesn't
for a
mean
book.
it's not bad. All right, let's not open up this can of beans.
We got in an argument about this before.
Yeah,
What?
about big words.
Christoph, it's not about big words.
It's about big words.
Christoph likes to feel smart.
This is okay. Now we're really
That's why he's
getting
got
somewhere
those
else.
fucking Truman Capote glasses.
Yeah, we have similar glasses, dude.
Yours are more like you're a fucking baseball broadcaster from 1936.
Yeah, yeah. Those are
That's what I was going for. Oppenheimer. I was going for like I did
Big
the
word
bomb.
guy.
call him out for Oppenheimer.
Dude, this is like the second group of friends who've bullied me because I
course.
used a bigger word. Like one time I said heteronormative, and they were like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?"
Yeah, but that's because you were ordering at a Subway. I didn't understand what you were throwing that in there for.
Yeah, I would like the meatball sub.
Yeah,
Very
wow.
heteronormative of you.
A section sub, kind
Yeah.
of reinforcing heteronormative stereotypes of the size of.
Well,
because
because my buddy was searching for a word. He was like, "What's that word? Like where like you assume everyone's straight?" He was like looking for it. I go heteronormative, and then my friend Sean Philippe looked at me like,
You would know some shit like that.
What was the word for assuming everyone's straight?
"Heteronormative."
Oh, he was looking for that word.
I thought it was.
But then Sean made fun of you for just knowing it.
yeah.
Like
I don't-
heteronormative. Heteronormative.
I don't
like
mind. I don't
mocking
mind
me
the
to my
use of
face.
it. You could use big words all you want to. That's not my issue. You try to Guidoify me, and you go. This was not what the argument was about. But he tries to go. Luke doesn't like big words. Like I'm some big
he
fucking
hates them.
dolt.
He
Like
fucking
I'm like,
hates them.
don't
He
say
hates them.
any words longer than 8 letters. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how he makes me in his head.
That's what you said though.
No,
Dude,
that's
he said
not.
he goes, if I see a word in a book I don't like, I get fucking pissed off.
That's not.
I mean, that's what you said. You said if I see a word in a book I don't know, I get mad.
It's not.
I was
That's some Guido shit.
I was reading Cat in the Hat, and the words made me so angry. My drywall looks like Swiss cheese.
Okay, well, what the fuck? What the fuck is a Lorax? I never heard this in my fucking life.
Keep it simple.
Just eat the fucking ham.
Keep
Okay?
it
Just
simple.
eat the fucking ham.
You know,
Who cares
I
if
don't
it's
want to
green?
care where you're not going to eat it. I want to see you eat the ham.
I like the classics. I like the classics. Clifford the Big Red Dog. He's a dog. He's big. He's red. That's it.
It's a cat. It's a hat. It's a good-looking cat. You know where the cat is. He's in the hat.
It's
Next,
called being
move on.
articulate. Location. Where is he? The hat. What is he? A cat.
There's a red fish, a blue fish. There's one fish, there's 2 fish. It's over.
It's already enough to try to compute all these fish in the same place.
I would love to carry on to riff, but I don't know any more times.
What I was going to move on was, I like the drawings of Chinese people that are racist. I like the Japanese with the buck teeth. I like when he did that.
Look, big words are fine, dude. Big words. That would be.
Yeah, no, we do try to Guido-fy you.
You do, yeah. It's
I'll stop Guido-fy.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
can Guido-fy me. I
No,
nerdify
I know.
you.
You do.
I
you
nerdify
incel
you.
me, you nerd me, which,
Yeah.
that's all in my heart. That's all a part of me.
Yeah, we stereotype each other.
Yeah.
Man. He's
We
like an
put
incel
ourselves-
nerd. I'm like a
what
big
friends
dumb
do.
Guido.
Which is like it's such a
Yeah, it's
beautiful
a good-
pairing.
it's
you
a
know?
good pairing,
It's
yeah.
like, it's like when you have a cup of coffee with your cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this podcast was two of me, it would be retarded. And if it was two of you, it'd be exhausting.
I was thinking that today, like, about how we have distinct thing going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't want another version of me talking
If it was
to
too
all
similar, I'd fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
You know?
You said that about doing comedy for a bunch of people that were you in the audience.
Oh, yeah,
Would you
yeah.
want to do comedy stand up for a bunch of Ian Fidances? Like
No
50
one would be able to pay attention. They'd all be like, oh, what? That'd be terrible.
It's so great.
Yeah. A bunch
we
of
did
me
buy,
would be like,
we did buy, guys. I don't know if you had a coffee or something, but I noticed like halfway through the podcast that the entire time you had been going. You were just like you had a little bounce
Even-
going,
dude. I just did comedy on state last weekend. Shout out Best Club.
that's
so fun.
such an amazing club.
And it was like the middle of the day. I'm eating a sandwich. I'm on this street, and this girl came up and goes, you're Ian Fidance. I go, yeah. And she goes, I knew it was you. I saw your leg twitching from far away. Trademark twitch. I saw someone vibrating like a fucking freak. It had to be you. And I was like, hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah. I mean, you were like total ADHD kid, bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you do the Ritalin?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Did you powered through the Ritalin?
Ah.
You came out there. Did you hate it?
Yes. It made me a
kid I
fucking
know.
zombie.
Yeah, every kid I know hated it. There was a kid
And then I wasn't allowed to be on Adderall anymore because I went to rehab and they were like,
Yeah, you
yep,
can't.
you've been abusing it. And I was like, what do you mean? Just blue boogers are falling out of it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Adderall is great.
I have
I don't
tried
like it.
to
I
do
love it.
non-amphetamine
ADHD
meds like Strattera or Concerta. And it just doesn't work the same way. And I hate it
Yeah.
because it kind of dulls me and makes me whatever. So I've just kind of learned to like work in the way that works for me.
Right,
and,
yeah.
You know,
No,
just
that totally
kind of
makes
go with
sense.
it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took an SSRI for a little bit because I was like panicking, and it made me I never got bummed out and I never got anxious, but I also never got really excited. Like I never
It
was
just
like,
kinda
yeah,
mutes.
yeah,
I was like,
some of
this
them,
is
man,
great.
it just dulls you to where you don't feel sad, you don't
Yes.
feel happy, you
It's
just
kinda always
barely
in
even
here.
feel.
Yeah,
and I
you
hate
just
that.
kind of-
I'd rather feel extremes than to feel nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I remember it made me last long in bed, but I was also like, I can't really feel my cock that much.
That's the thing,
You
yeah.
go
It makes
ghost-
it so you can't
you go ghost
come
cock,
or
yeah.
you can't like get hard. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
You know?
it sucks. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the antidepressant. Like I'm on them now, and that's like the only real side effect.
Is you can't
that, like,
come.
it's hard to come.
Do you not?
Yeah, I
does your
can,
dick
but it's
feel
hard.
different?
No, it's
I
that
can
thing-
come from my hand, but it's hard to come from regular.
Yeah,
Interesting.
well, it's like that thing.
Can you come from your hand?
Yeah.
Oh.
But even that's more difficult. I noticed like a decrease in sensation from beating off and stuff, like everything. But it's like that.
Well, it kind of makes you look like the man because you're like, yeah, I'm lasting a while. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to last a while.
No. Well, the
a
worst thing
fucking
about
nightmare.
it is like sometimes I just go, hey, I just have to stop having sex.
Yeah, and then they get offended.
Yeah.
You know.
They take it personal. They
Yeah.
can't. They don't understand.
The best
science.
sex is like a killer 8-minute session. Like you lasted enough time for her to have a good time.
Wait, so
she got
8 minutes after you put your
Does
pee-pee
that sound
in?
like
Yes.
7.5 too long?
Yeah.
Dude,
I think you're shooting a
I
little
always,
high.
I always go down on them and make them come first, so that
That's the move.
and
That's the-
when
yeah.
it
Puerto Rican
doesn't
style.
matter about my performance.
That's
That's Puerto Rican style.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans invented that.
really
yeah.
muy caliente.
1412. They figured that
No,
out.
that's
Lo
the move.
siento, I came early.
Because you're like I got one on the board. It's 1-0 right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm down 1-0.
Yeah.
So I just get to my one, and then we're done.
All I got to do just to get a draw, I just got to get
Because,
gotta
yeah.
bust the nut off.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that it takes the pressure off.
And no woman, you don't go down on a woman, make her come, and then she's bummed you came fast. Like that would be too much of an expectation.
Yeah. Are you saying an 8-minute session from when you put your penis inside of her? Or are you saying an 8-minute total session?
Let me be clear. This is
clear.
Is it 8 minute? Is the clock starting from when you take the money out of your wallet, or is this?
So are you paying for 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, it's I start the clock right when I tell her my hamster died, and then after that, it's usually
As soon as my brother died and I'm locked in the basement.
As soon as I make threats of suicide, that's when the clock starts ticking.
Yeah, Luke Tuma, a.k.a. Hoagie. I gotta start calling you Hoagie, dude.
No, an 8-minute. That would be a good length of session after you put your penis in.
That's
right?
wild.
What do you think? It's
That's all right.
you think it's too short or too long?
No, 8 to 12.
Like this for 8 minutes?
8 to 12.
You just told me you can't come.
Yeah.
8 to 12 to 20 is the best when you switch positions. If you're doing the whole fucking Humpty Dumpty the whole time for 8 minutes, I mean, God bless you. You're an
That's
Olympian.
maps.
But didn't you just tell me you can't come? So you must be doing way more than 8 minutes.
I am, however, I think the ideal session is not 8 minutes of fucking.
You think it's like 2?
I think it's like 3 to 4.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like sometimes it takes a minute to crack a woman open, to get them to.
What?
Not like
Crack them open. This guy, what are you prying them open?
No,
What are you
like-
shucking for oysters?
What are you using
No,
the jaws
I mean,
of life on her?
To make, if you're
human
trying to make a
beings,
woman
Luke.
come with, if you're trying to
Talking
make,
about like they're crustaceans. This guy.
Yeah. You know, you crank them out.
He's like, you hit them on top with a hammer, you get to the
Shuck them the right
slurp them
way.
out. And you fucking
Shuck 'em
ditch
the
'em.
right way.
You dip them a little cocktail shot.
Yeah.
No, I mean
You
to
got
make a
a
woman
vignette in
come
there.
with your penis takes a minute sometimes. If you want to make a woman come with your penis, it takes a minute. Now, I'm not always saying
That's the
that
name
I
of the
last this
episode.
long, not even close. I've
Fire off early?
a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Dude. But I'm saying, I said ideal.
Yeah.
Like in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But you think less, maybe that's not necessary. I don't
Maybe
know.
just
Maybe
for
we should
me,
be having
for
this
me.
conversation with women.
How about
So,
no fucking
Christoph,
thank you?
you're up.
Well, I like when a guy comes in me whenever he can. No, but I think 3 to 4. This is just me.
You yearn for 3 to 4 because you
I
last
think
so
girls
long?
would like it if
I'm
we came
biased, I
quick during blowjobs.
Yes.
Because that's very laborious.
It is. It's,
If you-
it's quite the job.
Assuming you warn them.
That you're coming.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If you come quick without warning, it's like, whoa!
Well, yeah, you
I've been
got to
there.
warn them. You got to
Yeah.
let them know.
Yeah.
I feel like it was so quick one time I couldn't even get off like a. Oh, no.
The first time I-
said.
What were you fucking trying to warn someone they're going to get hit by a car on a bike?
Yeah, kind of. Well, I was doing the thing. I
It
was
was a
doing
long
no
walk
fap.
around the block
Yeah.
for no punchline. Holy shit. Ooh. Brutal on my part. Oh my god.
I didn't even know.
I didn't even know, dude. You said
I
one
threw one
thing.
out there, and then it was just like, I was like, whoa.
You just made an analogy. You didn't have to fucking
Making us
have it
laugh for an
slam
hour.
dunk.
You're making us
Yeah,
laugh
dude.
for an hour the first time you missed. You're like, the fuck
You're
is
reading
wrong?
OnlyFans text. I'm like punching myself in the face. I'm laughing. So, don't worry. You did great, Ian. Thank
you.
You're an incredible guest.
You're a funny guy, dude.
Dude, we really like you having on. You're
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
I need to bring Jordan on.
Let's
We
do
gotta
it.
have
Yeah,
him back.
sure,
I'd
dude.
love
You guys are going to come on ours. That'd be really fun.
I'd love
Absolutely.
that, dude. Yeah,
Good,
let
yeah.
us know when.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
Should we got some clips.
You wanna see
watch.
some
We
clips?
Get out of here.
Sure.
Yeah.
What is this?
This is okay. So this lady
What
thinks
else
she's
we
a
got?
vampire. Let's skip that one, dude. This
This
okay.
is let's play this one.
I
What
think
is this?
you might be able to agree with this.
Yeah, play
Not
play
Timothée
that. one.
Chalamet.
I feel about them. I love a butch lesbian. I would rather have sex with a butch lesbian than a beta lib. Okay, than a beta lib. I would much rather. Are you kidding me? Butch lesbians. They have they're really manly. They could fucking beat your asshole.
What?
Kick your fucking ass. And actually, they're not unattractive.
Who is that?
How do you feel about that?
Do you agree
I
with
need
that?
to prove her wrong.
Look, I've got some great beta lib.
What is her
coffee.
name?
I don't even know. Is she
But
popular?
also, why was her voice? It wasn't matched up. It sounded like someone was fake narrating it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it desynced or is it just?
And what is she? Her whole thing is
Her
like
whole thing is
liberal
she's, like,
guys are
super
too
right-wing.
pussy.
Play the
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Play the one
yeah.
with the warning on it.
Oh, there's a warning.
Right there.
Is it like?
Oh, this chick's the best.
I love it. It's just a selfie. It's just a selfie of her in a cowboy hat, and it says "Fat people are not attractive."
Dude, that is good writing right there. That's good. That's good, concise writing.
Yeah.
That's the type of author I like.
Yes.
Your boy Cormac could never.
Not an ounce of fat.
Not an ounce of fat on that. Dude.
Ironically, no fat on that.
Straight to the point.
Oh my
so
god,
funny.
That's amazing.
Dude, that's the type
I mean,
of
the
art.
lack of self-awareness is she herself is a fat person.
She's super fat.
She's chunky.
Yeah.
She's got the fake lips.
She's Campbell's. She's chunky.
chunky noodle soup.
Let's see that one to the right, to the right, to the right.
That one?
yeah.
That one.
Some like trolls because it's not a pretty picture of me. Like I don't care. This is the thing. You know what I look like. You know what I look like.
She's a psycho.
Oh my.
Okay, that's why I don't give a fuck. You know what I look like. Think I'm putting a filter on this? No, I'm not. So it's like, yeah, that picture did not look like me. No, it did not. So there are also some
Dude,
Ian,
She's
this might
got
be your
the-
soulmate.
she is unwell.
This might be Ian. This
Which-
might be your soulmate.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I'm
She's a
sensing some
cookie
chemistry.
cookle.
Ooh.
Wow.
Go to the one with 64K. What is that?
Yeah.
Go down to the.
like people are like,
Oh, she's
I
talking to
cannot
Blair
stand, like, the
White.
woke bitches who are like, I love all the gays. I love all the trans, like trans gays, everything, right? Fuck no, I don't.
It's like,
I
do
don't
you really? No.
How's she
I
got
don't
on Blair
know.
White's
No,
podcast?
I don't give a fuck.
She's
if you're
just
gay, straight,
mean
whatever the fuck
enough.
you are. I don't care.
If you're mean and you have lip filler,
I'm
you
about to
get
call
do it.
Blair right now and be like, "You bitch, put me on."
Wait, do you know Blair White?
Like
That's
woke
wild.
white women who I hate so much.
They're the
so
worst.
annoying. We're like, I don't get
Ew, Blair, what is up with those hands? Go back. Her hands look like she took out a chunk of Kristoff's hair. Why are they so orange?
She got like the tanner. She was like applying.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
Looks like she just got back from an Indian wedding.
Let's fucking go, dude.
I gotta go. I gotta do my podcast.
Oh, yeah, no problem, dude.
We love you. Subscribe
Thank
to
you.
Bein
You guys are the
Ian,
best.
Patreon,
You rock,
YouTube.
dude.
You're
Yes.
the best, baby.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Have
for having
fun,
me.
dude.
I had a fucking blast.
Yeah, you
It's so
crushed,
fun,
dude.
man.
You're
This
awesome.
is great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
see
you.
you around.
Thank you.
Anything
See
you
you
want to
soon.
plug or like dates or anything
Dates.
like that?
IanFidance.com,
Ian Fidance.
iAnimal69 on Instagram and Twitter, and Bein Ian with Jordan, patreon.com/Bein Ian pod. New episodes every Wednesday on YouTube.
Beautiful.
Let's go.
Weaklings, we love you. We'll see you next week. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Do the whole 9. Thank you for your support. Love you. See you. Great. That was great, dude. That was so fun.
Awesome.
That was
you.
fantastic,
So funny.
dude.
guys want to get a picture?
Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely.